Happy New Year, sleepyhead. VDL starts right now.
Hi, I'm Trisha Swenson.
I'm Brazzo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Ken Hovey.
I'm Meredith Kirkman.
I'm Ty Diaz.
I'm Charlie Kennedy.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
We are VDL.
Vail Daily Life.
We are VDL.
VDL.
We are VDL.
Good morning, everyone, and Happy New Year to you. New Year's Day, that's today, 2022. Yeah, that also started at midnight, and around the world, fireworks display were happening. I'm sure you caught the show somewhere, and good on you for waking up this morning in whatever shape and condition that you are in. I tell you what, behind the scenes, we've got Ken Hovey waking up on there, getting the show started. We have Charlie in Beaver Creek. We have Emma here, and our conversation, I was listening, it's not eavesdropping, I was listening to Emma and Charlie talking about last night. What'd you do? What'd you do? Emma said, I had a glass of wine, I had some whiskey, I had some coffee. Charlie said, ooh, that seems like a lot. I don't know if I'd be well this morning. Happy New Year, both of you. 2022, it's here, January 1st, a Saturday, powder day in some sense. Ken Hovey, looks like you made that ambitious trek to the top of a mountain.
I am. You know what? Ladies first, though. And also because I lost my voice. Hi, Charlie.
We just wanted to get that out of the way.
Good
Happy
morning,
New Year, Charlie.
everybody. Happy New Year. Oh my goodness. I'm here in Beaver Creek and I'm just wishing everyone a happy new year. And yes, thank you for joining us if you did this morning. But I am feeling fresh. I did not have any alcohol last night, so I'm feeling good to go. But yeah, no, I had a great night last night. I just hung out at the Ritz at Bachelor Gulch, which I can talk about how you can ski over there later on in the show. But it's a lovely place to hang out. And Beaver Creek this morning, I mean, it's so magical, so pretty, so much snow, 6 inches in the last 24 hours. I mean, it just keeps coming down. I can't believe it.
It is beautiful.
Charlie,
and Ken,
Charlie.
you made the moves there.
Well, I was going to say, Charlie, it's okay that you didn't have anything consumable because I think Emma, who's directing today, took it up for all of us. And by the way, I know we can't see Emma. Emma, could you just quickly sing for our viewers this morning, your theme song?
Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Just blame it on the boogie. Just blame it on the boogie. Also, for the record, I was totally fine. I'm a one-drink wonder. It was
great. Great to see you guys today. I do not have COVID. I don't think I do. I've just been talking a lot, and I have completely lost my voice. So I figured today, since I had no interviews in Vail, I've got my split board. I'm just going to climb up the mountain and bring snow reports and hang out with you guys this morning. You have to see real quick. I'll grab my camera here off of, and forgive the bounce. Come here. There we go. Here's my setup, Ty. It's my Weston Big Chief, this, and then you'll love my lighting setup.
That is awesome, Ken. And the split board, those things aren't cheap. Now, did you purchase that, or because I know that you're kind of a builder yourself, or is that a custom Ken Hovey split board?
No, I bought this. I paid retail, man. I got it a couple of years ago, and I love it. Split boarding's really fun. I know that the mountain has been busy lately, so when you go during the off hours, you don't want to do this when the mountain's open. You can't do it when the mountain's open, but it's a great way to access, just different places. Today I happen to be going up this. It's well worth it. It's a good way to get some exercise.
It being the new year, it always comes up as a question. There's two things. There's New Year's resolutions. That's a conversation. But there's also the Old Lang Syne song that says, should old acquaintances be forgotten and never brought to mind? It's a song, the lyrics are there, but people don't talk about it so much. How do you feel about should old acquaintances be forgotten and never brought to mind? Every time the New Year's rings in, that it's like, there it is. How do we address that? Any opinions?
Ooh, I know there's a lot of people that wish they could forget me. So I think it's okay. Memories are good, right? I've got fond memories of everyone. So yeah, don't let those memories go.
All right, speaking of memories, what we're going to do right now is refresh this show right now, and we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more topics and to get you out on the slopes and newspaper and all of those things. Happy New Year. We'll see you in a few seconds.
A good night's sleep can be harder to achieve at altitude. Altitude Control Technology's whole room oxygenation system scientifically simulates a lower altitude, no matter how high your mountain home may be. Increased oxygen levels facilitate better sleep and help to alleviate fatigue. The result is more energy, better mood, clarity of mind, and recovery from exercise. Contact Altitude Control Technology for a free consultation and start sleeping better after one night in your oxygenated room.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. Elevated savings.
Happy New Year, everyone. 2022. My name is Ty Diaz. Saturday morning, January 1st. Let's get a head start on the year, and let's certainly pull for power here and suggest how we would care for it to go. And if it were an idea of mine, I would say the snow that we got out there is a good start. 6 inches reported the past 24 hours, both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain. Snow remains in the forecast for today, as well as a winter storm warning that was supposed to expire at 5 a.m., now continuing through 11 a.m. What you will find while you're out there, snow in our atmosphere, snow on the ground, challenging, dicey for the drive. I know a lot of folks are going to do that commute this morning. Log on to cotrip.org. Check the roads before you go and your flights as well for cancellations and such. We've been experiencing this snowfall now for over a week now, and it's continuing. And so we certainly want you to be safe for this holiday, getting back home and or getting here. But certainly consider the slopes getting out there today and sharing in today's merriment. As we look at today, temperatures starting out in the teens, picking up areas of the 20s. We're also going to continue to see that snowfall for the day. Now, what kind of numbers are you looking for throughout Colorado? It's a statewide warning that we're looking at for this winter storm. We're looking at 1 to 3 inches possible as our daytime accumulation. We're looking for heavy snow at times today as well. But with that on the ground, we're looking at ground blizzards going on with that. Tonight, we're looking for temperatures to significantly drop, as you saw there, into the below figures. Not uncommon for this area in January to hit the below figures and to stay that way all month long. So stay close to the show here so that you would know how the weather's going to be shaping up each day and how much snow we're receiving each day and when the sun returns. As you can see there, we're looking at tomorrow a chance at sunshine as well as Monday. But again, another system rolling back in, bringing us potential for snow as we look at next week. We're picking up that moisture that's coming in from the south. The cold front is coming in from the north and meeting right there in the middle and delivering all of this fantastic stuff that we've been enjoying and celebrating. And I will repeat, 6 inches reported the past 24 hours, both Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain. Your terrain status and lift status you saw right there as well over at Vail. And there's plenty of room out there for all of us to spread out. But again, with this heavy snowfall on the ground, it's challenging for a lot of people that are new to snow, experiencing it for the first time. So let's just be more aware of one another while we're out there for each other's safety. And as a group, come up with a plan. If you become separated on the slopes, to meet at the top or the bottom of the chairlift, or a restaurant, get indoors, get warm, have some hot cocoa, and just laugh about how much fun you're having here. Speaking of fun, let's go and see how Charlie's doing in Beaver Creek. A fun place to be, especially last night for the fireworks display and for the live music and watching the Times Square ball drop. What'd you do last night, Charlie?
Well, Ty, I thought my plans might be cancelled because, again, just like Christmas Eve, it definitely dumped with the snow last night. But we ventured out still and we went for dinner at the Ritz-Carlton in Bachelor Gulch. And it's just so lovely if you haven't been over there. The great room, it's just a really nice vibe. They had some live music. It was beautiful. So we just hung out there for a few hours, and then I did not make it to midnight whilst out. We went home and we put on the TV and watched the ball drop. But later than, live. So we just watched the recorded version. But it was chill, I have a child, I have a baby, that's just going to keep you inside a little more. But I was fine with it because it was a little chilly last night and the roads were a little crazy. So hopefully everyone was safe out there. But, we've had a lot of snow, especially up here in Beaver Creek, 6 inches in the last 24 hours. It's still coming down right now. And like you say, Ty, accumulation of about 3 inches throughout the day. But I would definitely dress warm today. This morning it's about 12 degrees here at the base of the gondola, Centennial. So it's a bit chilly. So definitely get your base layers going. I've got hand warmers in my gloves, my ski gloves. I've got my ski pants on. Definitely have the right goggles for today. You want your low light lens out there. Don't bring in that sunshine lens because it's a lot of cloud coverage this morning.
Yes, and so as we're looking at the new year, a lot of us, I normally end up on a catering event in a private residence every year, and the families that I bartend and do catering for tend to choose the time zone that they're celebrating New Year in. So the East Coast, New York, 10 o'clock would be the window where the champagne toast is happening, but what time zone do you celebrate in?
Well, actually, Ty, I get the best of three different time zones because I have a lot of family in Australia, so they were first to celebrate almost a day before us, actually. So we celebrated with my family in Australia over FaceTime. Everyone was on the FaceTime, so it was really sweet. And then the UK rang it in 7 hours prior to us, so I think it was about 5 p.m. our time that we started chatting with our family in the UK and rang it in with the UK guys, and then we had the US. So it was really cool. So I got 3 countdowns, so that was really good. And I always put the British radio on in my house, so I feel like I'm on British time, so I'm ready for bed way before you should be, I suppose, but it's fine.
Such a magical time, and just what you're describing for us just allows all of us to identify with one another in this way and also to become enlightened, especially as you're saying that when you consider 3 time zones, you're also celebrating a day earlier than a lot of us in this time zone. We're going to check in with Ken right now. Thank you, Charlie. Now, for those of you tuning in, his voice is a little bit challenged, but that's because Ken has a lot to share and a lot to say. And this morning, he has a lot to gain, and we're talking elevation. Where are you, Ken?
Just working my way up the front side of Vail Mountain. There's the village down. To comment on Charlie's comment about, I hope everyone got home safely last night. There was probably 4 or 5 vehicles in the ditch between Gypsum and Vail this morning. So not everyone did it. The roads are definitely slippery. That's kind of what I wanted to share. You could see I-70 down below there, CDOT plowing, vehicles going very, very slowly this morning along I-70. Today is a big travel day. People tend to stay throughout the new year and then either depart today or tomorrow to get back home because kids go back to school. If you do have plans to travel on I-70, it is definitely a day to leave very, very early. And as Ty mentioned earlier, to make sure that your flight's on time, give them a call. And you could do the concierge at your hotel a huge favor by making that call yourself or going online, because I know that they are just inundated with requests this morning. But new snow was reported, 6 inches on Vail and Beaver Creek. We're just doing the skin up. And also to remind you, here comes the Yellow Jacket down. They did the good morning. They did the 7:10 service ride this morning, doing their first sweep down. When you do go on uphill traffic, you have to do it before the mountain opens and after the mountain has closed, as well as make sure that you follow the designated route. Over on Simba, they were doing a ton of snowmaking this morning, so I avoided that area. And I'm just going to hike up a little bit further. I'm not going to make it to the top today, but figured I'd give some good views, ride back down into Lion's Head at the Arabella Vale Square, and then show you the lift line. But for right now, we'll continue up, Ty. And then Emma, I'm curious, do we have the Shoshone footage today to show people kayaking?
Give me another block. I'll get it to you.
All right, no worries. And check this out. This is one of the reasons you always want to be aware. That is a winch cat. It's got the winch on there followed by a snowcat. And they're working. They're trying to get everything dialed in before the mountain opens. So they're definitely looking out for you, but you need to be looking out for them and make sure that they can see you. Don't stand underneath any blind spots and give them, I know you have the right of way, but let them go by. But I'll keep on hiking, Ty. We'll go up another 20 or 30 minutes and then we'll make our way down to the village. And to the viewers, I'm sorry about my voice. Too much talking lately.
There's plenty to celebrate and to cheer about. And on the mountain, when we're talking safety as far as access points to the mountain, around the base of the mountain, you'll find a lot of signage letting you know where to go, what to do, the warnings about that access point, like what Ken's doing this morning. But if you're making your way out into the snow for the day, especially in the backcountry, it's always wise to check the reports and the avalanche reports, which we're going to do right now.
Hi, this is Brian Lazar with the Colorado Avalanche Information Center, and welcome to your weekly Avalanche Outlook. You can see here on our homepage map where we're sitting at in terms of the state right now, which is at considerable danger across almost all of our backcountry forecast zones, with the exception of the Sangre de Cristo Range, which has just missed out on most of this snow that started on December 23rd. We've had a lot of watches and a lot of avalanche warnings. You can see here we're at considerable danger, level 3 of 5. This is still very dangerous avalanche conditions. It just means we've seen a downtick in the number of natural avalanches that we've seen over the last kind of 24 hours. And we have a brief break in heavy snowfall today on Wednesday. However, we have one last punch between now and the New Year's, and that's going to increase avalanche danger once again. If you look at the map here, we've got avalanche watches that are out for portions of the Central Mountains. So the Gunnison Zone, the Aspen Zone, the Grand Mesa Zone, down here in the South San Juan Zone, and then up here in the north for the Steamboat Zone. This means we expect high avalanche danger at least, which is level 4 of 5, and another uptick in avalanche activity in natural avalanche cycles starting tomorrow. And then many of the other zones, the Front Range, the Vail Summit, the Saguache zones, are likely to have watches on Thursday, which indicates very dangerous avalanche conditions developing by Friday. And it's pretty easy to see why. I'll show you a couple plays of the numerical weather models here. This one is the CAIC's high-resolution WRF model, and you can see total snowfall accumulation between now and Saturday, adding pretty heavy snowfall to most of the state of Colorado. Those white areas are pushing, 3.5 feet of snow by the time we get done with the cycle. And what we see here is just another numerical model. This one's the GFS, but it shows very much the same pattern. So here's snowfall starting on today, and you can see the red line outline indicates the state of Colorado. And you can see here we get a lot of oranges. That's about a foot of snow. We get reds, which is approaching 2 feet of snow. And by the end of it, you can see here we've got some areas that are even approaching white, and that's 3+ feet of snow by Saturday. So all of this snow is going to lead to another uptick in avalanche danger. So you can expect, just like the Christmas holiday, to have increasing avalanche hazard as we move in towards the New Year's. We're likely to see peak instability taking place between Thursday, late in the day, and Saturday morning. Backcountry travel in and underneath avalanche terrain is just not going to be recommended during these warning periods. We've now built a fairly deep snowpack very quickly, which is great for the long-term projections for our season and hopefully long-term projections for stability. But this is quite a heavy load on buried weak layers in the snowpack. And these have the chances of now producing avalanches as big as we've seen all season. The really scary part of this stuff is we're seeing continued remote triggering. So people are triggering avalanches from a distance and from below. So you really need to make sure that you don't have steeper slopes overhead, or that you're not connected to steeper slopes, even if the terrain you're on is pretty low angle or even flat. So when we're in periods like this that we're moving into in the weekend, typical areas that might be safe, like along the valley bottoms or along road cuts where you might take the dog for a walk or even go on a snow bike or a Nordic ski, are going to be exposed to avalanche hazards. So please make sure you stay up to date on the current conditions, as things are going to change again pretty rapidly here as we move into the holiday weekend at colorado.gov/avalanche or on the CAIC mobile app. This is the last punch in a pretty historic run of snow. And in some places, we're getting close to record snowfall. And this is all great to see, but it's going to mean dangerous avalanche conditions. We do get a break in the snowfall and a return to the sunshine, but not until after the new year. Expect avalanche danger to slowly decrease, but not until next week when the snowfall and the loading finally stops. Enjoy the new year. Let's welcome 2022. We have a great winter ahead of us, so please stay safe.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up. Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code. You got this. No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squad jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
Come on.
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
Subaru and our retailers believe in giving back. That's why, in difficult times, we provided 150 million meals to Feeding America. And now, through the Subaru Share the Love event, we're helping even more. By the end of this year, Subaru will have donated over $225 million to charity. This is what it means to be more than a car company. This is what it means to be Subaru.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
All right, good morning to you. Happy New Year, New Year's Day. That's today. It's taking a lot of us by surprise. But in all reality, 2022, let's get after it. And let's start that with a cup of coffee, Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. And we've been talking about this a lot lately. Emma is driving the show this morning, and you're doing coffee and tea this morning, Emma?
I am. I'm doing lemon ginger tea
Okay.
and the Nordic blend from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Thanks, guys.
Oh, you know, what's interesting is that the energy this morning on that Nordic blend is not matched where we've been the last 2 days. Did you not make it as strong as what's going on here? There she is. Oh, cheers. There you go. But then I should put Prosecco in mine. But you can find Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea in Beaver Creek. I was hanging out there yesterday with the staff, wishing them New Year's Eve rolling into today and this year. And you can also find a Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea in Minturn. That's the roastery where you can even see what happens behind the scenes there. But make your way in there, grab a small bite, a snack, watch the show here. You can also watch VDL, Vail Daily Live, on Outside Television 17.
Woo, woo.
And we're really excited about that too, if you don't mind me making that awkward transition to start talking about where to watch the show. But again, make your way over to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea and check out what they have and pick up a bag of that Nordic blend and invite Emma over to brew it for you. All right, let's see what
really strong coffee.
Yeah, oh man. So I'm avoid of it today. I'm actually having tea this morning. So what we're going to do now is see what made headlines in today's newspaper and New Year's Eve roast. And what you're finding here is a family from Atlanta, Georgia, enjoying s'mores in front of a little fire pit located right there in the Park Hyatt. It happens every day at the end of the day of your skiing and your boarding and your lessons, where you can make your way there and enjoy some s'mores yourself. And that's one of the topics that made headlines. Beautiful color photo, and these guys look like they're having a lot of fun. Also, help wanted on the force. A workforce shortage, lack of housing, and a change of political climate have short-staffed local law enforcement agencies. And so if you're looking for a job and law enforcement has been on your bucket list, then this could be your year and your opportunity. So check out the workforce and find the posting looking for additional law enforcement and see if you qualify and make the cut. Speaking of making the cut, how about we all just slow it down out there and be more mindful on the interstate. The traffic, the conditions on the roadways have been challenging and very hazardous for 1 week straight, especially with the snow that we're receiving and continue to receive. But it's also put our officers in harm's way out there, so they're just reminding everyone to be careful while you're out on the roads as they continue to worsen. And that includes today. In this image you'll see here is a damaged police car that someone sideswiped out there on I-70, and you can find that topic on A3. Other topics and headlines: Aspen Ski Company sends strong message to critics of its climate actions. And here's what you'll see here. Aspen Ski Company is converting its snow groomer fleet to high-efficiency models by the print-off. the 17th of the 29th snowcats in its fleet exceed the highest standard in the U.S. for pollution controls. Our fifth topic, and I'm a big fan of this ski area, 75 years later, Abe Basin vibe remains unchanged. And this is such a beautiful and magical place to hang out over there. And what's really cool about Abe Basin is that it is a ski area, not a ski resort. It's holding its stance as it was originally founded with some extended terrain and chairlifts, but the vibe over there is just so awesome to experience. And the reason why it's a ski area versus ski resort, it doesn't hold a hotel component and shopping component. It is definitely dedicated to the terrain. It is a ski area celebrating 75 years. And do yourself a service and check that out someday, especially when the coast is clear for that drive. But enjoy where you are right now. Arts and entertainment. Best of Vail Valley dining out, the best restaurants for a night on the town, as voted by the Vail Daily readers. What you're going to find here, matsuhisu, which is a really delicious new Japanese-style cuisine available over at Vail, and they're really known for their martinis and their presentation and just fresh fish, and just a wonderful time to kind of check out their also Marable restaurant in the heart of Beaver Creek, right there by the main entrance, family-owned. They have their own greenhouse where their garden there serves up fresh herbs and salads and everything that goes into their presentation. And those are some of the topics that made headlines in today's newspaper. Let's take a look at traffic. Are you doing that commute this morning? Ken Hovey, share with us if you're doing any lodging and you're making your way out. Today is your time to leave, especially today at this hour. Dicey road conditions you'll find out there. Snowpack shoulder and median. Also slick in areas on your lanes there. We're also seeing some snow in those lanes. Certainly reduce your speed while driving. Give yourself some safe distance while you're out there. Log on to cotrip.org to check out the corridor before you make your way out there. For the cases that we've experienced since the snowfall began, accidents, closures, avalanche, anything that could prevent your travel and making your destination if you're trying to be on time. But if you need to go anywhere, hopefully you have a professional driver taking you in places. Not everyone has the ability to drive in this stuff, and I've lived here for a long time, and let me let you know, the white knuckle drive, it could turn into something. So log on to cotrip.org and download the app to send alerts to your phone before you go. Now let's head out and see if Ken made it another 20, 30 minutes up the mountain. How's it going, Ken?
Doing good. Trying to get my voice ready for this segment. I wanted to share with our viewers something pretty neat, also fun, kind of safe, a little bit of everything, and I'll share this with you. I'm standing right next to one of the signages that they have on the way down the mountain, and I've never noticed this before, but as far as getting a trail map, I know you can go online and do that, but you can also do this. If you stop in front of one of these signs, which these are the areas you want to stop. You don't want to stop, like I said, underneath a roller, but stopping next to a snow gun and a sign where no one's going to come flying through. This is a safe spot. But if you come up here and you scan the QR code right there, and then I go on and it says Open Vail and Safari, you go there and it's a little slow this morning, but it'll load the trail map directly onto your phone so that you can, there it comes, so that you can take this map with you anywhere. I know that they have them on the chairlift themselves. There it is. It brings up the trail maps for you to decide on, winter trail maps, summer trail maps. As far as where I'm located right now, I'm going up Born Free. Now, Simba has been where they've been recommending for uphill travel. However, all the snow guns are firing there. But I'm in this zone, and the reason I wanted to show you this, great to stop and get an idea. From right here, I could either ride back down Born Free and end up back in Lion's Head, or I could take an easier route and take the village catwalk, and that will take me down into Vail Village. I tell you this because it's so important to know where you are on the mountain in the event that you got to get back to the hotel. You need to tell your friends and family where you are to meet up, and also that you don't get into terrain that's over your head. And right here you have the decision. You could take a green run, go to the village, take a blue run, go down into Lion's Head. It also has emergency information on there for getting a hold of ski patrol. Just wanted to share that. It's a good way to get those trail maps and to be able to take them with you. How about this? You never see it like this, do you?
Oh,
just
wow.
Nobody up here.
That is beautiful.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good to be, to get your orientation when you're out there on the slopes. It gives you a really good bird's eye view when you look at these maps, like you're saying, out on the slopes like that on the mountain and or at your phones, so that you know where you're going. Because on a day like today and these last few days with snow coming in, the visibility could change, and you could end up in a wonder of where you are on the mountain when you can't see the road and the runs. And so, kind of getting that mental indicator going first, and then, of course, relying on your phones. It's just kind of good to know where you are. So,
yeah, good.
And so,
I agree.
So the sign behind you, we see that you are at Born Free.
Yeah, Born Free. He's going to keep on going up. Snowcat operations, looking uphill, being visible from uphill. Just all the things to keep it safe. I'm so bummed I can't talk today, though, Ty. This is a little bit challenging rolling into the new year. But we'll go up another few hundred yards, make some turns back into Lion's Head, and check on those lift lines this morning.
All right, and the lift lines over at Vail begins at 8:30. The lift lines over at Beaver Creek begins at 9 a.m. And if you're just tuning in, 6 inches reported the past 24 hours, Vail and Beaver Creek. Snow continues to fall throughout the day, and we're talking about 1 to 3 inches for your daytime accumulation. Heavy snow at times. Things seem to have calmed a bit now as we're looking where Ken is and where Charlie is in Beaver Creek as far as heavy snowfall, but it is definitely in the forecast for today. And how are you planning on spending your new year 2022? What's your New Year's resolution? Getting into the gym, losing weight, maybe packing on some muscle? Well, here's a location that you might want to learn about and make your way over to. It's in Minturn, one of the best kept secrets, Minturn Fitness Center. Hey everyone, Ty Diaz here at 1000 Malloy Park Road in Minturn. This is the location of the Minturn Fitness Center. Here to tell us more about where we are, Kevin Roop, how are you?
Hello. Well, thanks for coming over, Ty. This is awesome. Give us the opportunity to tell you a little bit about the Minturn Fitness Center. We are a nonprofit fitness center. It's a partnership between the town of Minturn and Ski Club Vail. So we serve the community. We serve the whole Vail Valley, not just Minturn. So anybody can be a member here. We have people from all the country that are members, but then we also have the athletes from Ski Club that train here, and then we have athletes, high-end athletes from all over the world that come in here and train.
The equipment here, to top of the line, this place certainly looks like a world-class community fitness center or gym. And tell us about some of the features that are here. These stations are looking fantastic.
Well, we have all kinds of bikes. We have our spin bikes, we have Peloton, and also in the back we have a really nice cycling room with the Wahoo Smart Trainers. We have for our equipment, for machines, we have the Kaiser machines, all run on compressors. What is nice about this is the air compressor, we have constant force working against us.
Wow.
A little bit different than your regular weight machines. Then we have top of the line Kaiser free weight equipment. Anything you need, battle ropes, all kinds of cardio. You can see tons of treadmills, just a little bit of everything. So we got everything here.
One of the first features just making our way out here is just taking in all of nature and all of these views, and we're working out smack dab in the middle of all of this. How long has the Minturn Fitness Center been here?
We've been here about 8 years. So as I said, it was a partnership between the town of Minturn and Ski Club. We've got the academy over here where all the kids go to school, and they come over here and work out. They work out all summer. But also, right out the door, we have great Nordic trails and hiking trails in the summer. So if you want to get a workout in and then be outside, it's real easy.
Tell us about the membership program.
Okay, we have some of the least expensive memberships in the valley. Also, our personal training rates are very inexpensive.
Also, looking at this location, it's one of those things where we want to know the hours of getting into a gym. And what are the hours?
Well, our hours now are from 5 in the morning till 9 at night, Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, we're open from 8:30 in the morning till 11:30 in the morning. As we move to a key fob system, those will probably expand, making it a lot easier for access here.
The views are fantastic. This is the Minturn Fitness Center, and as you're looking around, so much nature. You would think that's a little out of the way, but when you get here, it's a nice piece of workout paradise, honestly.
Exactly.
That is 1000 Malloy Park Road in Minturn. It is the Minturn Fitness Center. We thank you very much for having us.
Thanks, Todd.
Hey, you should stop by and take a look around.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today. In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Bright Future Foundation empowers families and individuals affected by domestic violence and sexual assault through prevention, crisis intervention, advocacy, and long-term healing services. Join us in making futures bright for survivors in our community.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube, on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Huh. Is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, 6 inches of new snow reported the past 24 hours. Vail and Beaver Creek Mountain. The lifts open at Vail 8:30, 9 o'clock at Beaver Creek. And you're going to get out there and have a fun and safe day. You will find fresh snow on groomed runs as the snow continues to fall today as well, starting the morning off in the single digits in areas of the valley. In fields, the single digits right there, 1 degrees. As we move through the rest of the year, into the year, shall I say, we're looking at the below figures, especially in the overnight temperatures. High temperatures today, tomorrow, we're going to climb into the teens, and then areas of the mid to upper 20s tomorrow in the sun for your Sunday, January 2nd, 2022. So that means we have to really wrap our heads around the year when we write our checks, if anyone still does that, and how we regard where we are in our calendar year. 2022, Emma, what do you think? I mean, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready, Ty.
Are you ready for today, this year, today?
I do write checks still, so I will be writing my checks and paying attention to the year.
All right, very good.
Here's
Ken
the next
Hovey's
few
out on the
days.
mountain and walking around, actually skinning up with his split board. And
Ty,
so,
tell us what's open on Vail.
what is open at Vail? Okay, we have 51% of terrain open at Vail today, 163 trails open at Vail today, and 20 lifts open at Vail of 33. The back bowls that are open on Vail sunup and sundown, which is good and fun to know, as well as Game Creek. And it's going to be a fun powder day out there. If you're taking any pictures, we'd like to see those face shots that you're getting out there of that powder, just explosive fun on the slopes. And we want to see you and your family this year having a really good time. Beaver Creek Mountain, you can enjoy Larkspur Bowl today. You can also enjoy areas of Bachelor Gulch for green terrain, blue terrain, but you're going to find a lot of fresh snow over there as well. And that's an area of the mountain where it doesn't really pick up the traffic So if you're trying to get away from the crowds, then look at your trail map, log on to beavercreek.com, and pick up the grooming report and find your way over towards Bachelor Gulch area. And if you can make it even into Arrowhead, that'll be kind of cool. So it's going to be a really fun time out there.
Ken wants to show us something.
Ken wants to show us something. Yeah, let's choose a different pace today. What is that, Ken?
It's your face shot, buddy. That's what it's going to look like. That was a cross section of snow I found. I know, bear with the voice. Emma, should we talk about kayaking?
Yeah, we should.
I think we're ready. All right. I just wanted to share this with our viewers. And Emma, you bring it up. I'll keep trying to talk. A lot of locals know about this. This is an annual tradition to our viewers. If you guys are looking for something to do, every year, a bunch of us, about 150, depending on the weather, gather up on the Shoshone section of the Colorado River at noon. I bring my stand-up paddleboard. This is some footage. Oh, there's my old truck. I miss that truck. Dry suit material for sure, but you can see everybody gathers up and goes for a brisk winter paddle. The Colorado River in this area is dam controlled, meaning that they can augment water and let it out so that you can run this 1 mile stretch. Now, there is more of the Colorado that's open, but this one has the majority of the rapids this time of year. There is a bike path that goes right along the side of it. It is closed right now, but that typically doesn't stop many of us from accessing it that way. So if you are thinking about doing something else today and you just wanted to go for a stroll, or if you're a whitewater enthusiast, this is what you do. You head on down there and you come out with us. And Emma, if we go to the end, the great part about this run is when you get to the finish, when you wrap up your day, everybody gathers up in the parking lot, little Baileys and hot chocolate, and celebrating, ringing in the new year, whitewater style in Colorado. There you go. Good old fire starter from Bonfire Brewing, and a cheers and a toast. There's my buddy Tim Kennedy, and a celebration of sorts. So for whitewater paddlers out there, go dig your stuff out and get ready. We hit the river at noon today. And real quick, we were talking about split boarding, Ty.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn and go from here. I figure we'll show people what a split board is. Here's one half of it. Right? Here's my other half. You put them together, and it makes a snowboard. And the way it works is, and I love this ride from Weston. They didn't give me this. I paid full price, and I absolutely love it. Great way to get exercise, but there's your snowboard binding. But it's just like a telly ski. It locks in there, but then you pop this little buckle. These are spark bindings, and you slide off the binding, and then you put the two halves together, and you put the binding back on sideways, and you ride down, which is exactly what I'm about to do. So back to you guys while I get prepped, and we'll show you the lift line down in Lion's Head.
So something that the viewers probably are thinking about right now, and that's where can we buy the action figure toy of Ken Hovey, where it's fully equipped with splitboard, snowboard, as well as SUP and kayaking and all the adventures that the action figure Ken toy it could include, as well as his old truck in that set for kids. All right. Speaking of kids, we have a mom in Beaver Creek, and she's going to get you prepared to get out there today. Charlie, look at all those skis back there, and how soon are you putting your little one on skis?
Oh, you know what, Ty? He already has his first pair of skis. I'm a crazy mom, but he hasn't actually been out yet because it's so cold lately. I just didn't want to ruin it for him. But can we just appreciate how organized Beaver Creek is? They've got the children's ski school skis already lined up for the kids to come on out in alphabetical order. It's just ready to go. It's so organized. But so I'm actually right at the base of Hay Meadow Express, which is right in the children's area where the Bunny Hill is. So this is about to get really busy as the kids wake up and attend the ski school this morning. But part of the Cheer Week events happening, I wanted to talk about that this evening you can catch DJ Courtney at 4 till 5:30, and then tomorrow you've got Fireside Story Time, which is super cool with the kids. I think it sounds wonderful. That's with Sven at 4 till 7 p.m. And then right behind me at Hay Meadow Express on Thursday, you've definitely got some fun events happening. It's a ski down, Thursday night lights, And so if you are a level 5 and above, you can attend and participate. And they're going to meet at that Haymeadow Express that is right behind me. And you're going to have glow sticks and you're going to ski down. So you meet at 6 p.m. at the gondola. And then at 6:10, it'll be a ski down. And then right as the skiers come down, the fireworks display happens here at the base of Beaver Creek. And it's really cool. So I've actually done the ski down as a ski instructor in Vail Village a couple of years ago, but we used to ski with lit torches, fire torches. And you know, it was like a tricky terrain that we would ski down, and there were some snowboarders that would just fall down, and they've got these lit torches, so we'd have 2 torches. So now they go with the glow sticks, which is probably wise. So it's going to be really cool on Thursday night, happening at 6:10, the ski down, firework display. I'll definitely attend that. It'll be super fun.
So, Charlie, I didn't know that you were an instructor at one point as well, but I've done the lit torch ski snowboard down over at Vail years ago, and what was really hilarious to me about that then, my coat just was kind of singed and burned by the torch kind of kickoff flares over there. Do you recall anything like that?
Yeah, definitely seems like a safety hazard, but it was super cool. I think it's one of my favorite experiences. I'm still an instructor, but I'm just off of injury right now because of surgery. But it's super cool when you're skiing down and you're kind of following the trail, just being on the mountain in the dark. I mean, holding these lit torches. It was such a cool experience. It was quite an emotional experience for me. I think it looked super cool. And then I did just watch it one year, and just seeing the lights come down, you know, it's kind of like a slalom effect. It's really cool.
I've also done the ski down over at Beaver Creek, like you're describing, and they give you the glow wands, and there's a button feature on there that can kind of let the wand kind of like, I don't know, just kind of surge a little bit and to throw itself into a bunch of different colors. Thank you very much, Charlie, over in Beaver Creek. To find out more about events that are happening up there, log on to beavercreek.com, and you'll find ongoing events about Beaver Creek there. That way you and your family could just stay right there and discover Beaver Creek and all of its wonder yourself. But don't forget about the magic of Vail Lights. The last showing or access for you and your families to get out and enjoy Vail Lights is tomorrow. So tonight, tomorrow, get your tickets for Vail Lights. And there's different events that are going on over there. You can enjoy some hot cocoa, and I believe there's an adult beverage station over there too. And we're looking at a half mile of lights and a nice little tour. We're talking 500,000 lights is what one press release says, but then rumor says that there's more. But there's only one way to find out, and that's for you and your family to get out there. All right, we'll be right back.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers. creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
You caught me at the most awkward moment. I'm just about to ride down the mountain. No mittens, strapped in, facing that way, and I'll just show you. This is the technology that I'm using. My phone mounted on a snowmaking tower. That's how hardcore we are to bring you your weather and mountain report. Let's bring it up. Oh, it's a cold one. Chilly temperatures out here. Go ahead, Emma. Full screen with that. I'm going to grab a glove. Currently, I know it says in the teens, it feels single digits up here. No real wind to speak of right now. Overnight lows are going to get cold tonight. Bring the animals inside. Blanket those horses. Cover up the goats. Minus 11 is what we're looking at for an overnight low. And then by tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures slowly start to creep up and warm up. So today, expect a little bit more shower activity throughout your morning, breaking up by the afternoon, and then sunshine going into tomorrow. I'm going to send it back to you, Ty, and then when you come back, we'll do a little rundown into the village, show the lift lines and what people can expect with the snow right now. Really good with that 6 new inches, and we've had well over 2 feet for the past 7 days.
Oh, man. Yeah, fantastic. What does that split board look like, Ken? That's what we want to see now that you've assembled it. That's the action figure Ken set right there. Let's see. Is it put together? There it is.
Oh, I got to get my... There it is, all put together. The
Very
Weston
cool.
Big Chief.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and I'm sure it's sturdy, too, when you put the pieces together.
It is. So back to you guys for a minute, then we'll ride down and share those lift lines this morning.
All right, your action figure Ken is making his way on the slopes. He's in the Born Free area, and if you're making your way out there too, Born Free is found on Vail Mountain, where you'll also find 51% of the terrain open for you, as well as dropping into Game Creek Bowl, access available for you, Sun Up, Sun Down Bowl, and I believe there's a new chairlift over there too. Also, 163 trails open for you at Vail of 317, 20 lifts available for you of 33 at Vail, and the lift times are at 8:30. Here's something else that you might want to know. 9 o'clock is the open over at Beaver Creek. 6 inches of snow reported the past 24 hours. And it's going to be a really good time out there. You will find fresh snow on groomed runs. So I've kind of put this question out there for Ken and for Charlie this morning, but also to Emma and to the viewers. One was, should old acquaintances be forgotten and never brought to mind? But the other question was, New Year's resolutions. Charlie, we're going to check in with her right now and see if are there New Year's resolutions in your household? Or did you make any? Did you tell anyone? Because that's where New Year's resolutions turns into accountability, when you tell people and they hold you to that.
You know, Ty, I don't think I've actually set my New Year's resolution yet, but I hope to figure it out by the end of today. But, you know, I just think after last year and the pandemic and everything everybody has been through, which has been quite the year, you know, especially with those that live away from family, you know, distance has never felt so far, in my opinion. You know, we thank God for FaceTime and Skype and technology, because borders and, you know, countries have locked down, and I've not been able to see half my family. They haven't even met my child. Now my second child is on their way, and hopefully they'll meet them now, you know. So I just hope that everybody has a better year, and I think we're going to. So I know COVID is still very much happening, and I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, but we've just got to go get this year. That's all we can do, right? So, but you know what? Beaver Creek is really picking up. The lift lines are filling up here at Centennial at the base. It's about 17 degrees here, -8 Celsius. It's feeling cold. The wind is picking up, so definitely wrap up warm. Get those hand warmers going. Mine are in my gloves. And yes, be sure to, you can veer off the main mountain, the main Teach Mountain here at Beaver Creek, and you can take Strawberry Park Express and head over to Bachelor Gulch side, and you can find some nice blue-green runs that you can get down to, maybe have happy hour at the Ritz, you know. So head on over there, there's some groomed runs, and you can still find fresh snow on groomed runs, like you said, Ty.
You're absolutely right. And it's a lot of fun to explore the mountain, to learn the chairlift names and numbers. And Ken was sharing with us earlier, Charlie, I'm sure you're watching, that there's the app that you can go to get the grooming report map right there, look at the mountain, and then kind of just orientate yourself where you are within that map, and then get out and explore. And if you're starting your day, thank you very much, Charlie. If you're starting your day out in the heart of Avon, there's a chairlift gondola access to a chairlift from the Westin that brings you over to chair 16, I believe. And so if you're, of a mountain-ready ability, then just don't take the bus from the heart of Avon into Beaver Creek. Start at the Westin gondola, jump on chair 16. It brings you right to the Ritz-Carlton area, or the connection point, the chair 18, that brings you to the top of Strawberry Park, which is right behind you. And you're just learning your way around. And there's a lot of restaurants and dining, like you're saying, all along the way.
Yeah, Ty. I mean, Beaver Creek and Vail, they really have it all for you. You know, you don't have to stick to the main teaching side of the mountain anymore. You really can spread out. More terrain is open, and it keeps on opening, and so you can really avoid the crowds. Go and check out some new runs. So for me, Strawberry Park is going to be the new one.
Yes. All right. So kind of giving you a lot of options to choose from, the viewers out there. And we're going to check back in here with Charlie in just a few moments. We're going to go over to Ken Hovey. He's trying to get those face shots and those turns at Born Free at Vail. Let's take a look at Ken.
My New Year's resolution is to shred more time.
Wow. Not hearing any chatter at all out there. It's so soft, those runs. You can pick up the wind speed. That's what you're hearing, but you're not hearing the ground. Oh, man, you're in heaven, Ken. I love that run.
So Ty, obviously, all groomed right there on Born Free. That's the beauty of Vail, is that did a lot of grooming last night, plenty of groomed terrain, but also gonna find plenty of fresh powder once you get up there. We're gonna cruise on into the village. We'll take you across the skier bridge, and you can see all the
Sensational. Look at that corduroy. Oh, it's just beautiful. Look at that terrain. Look at that definition.
Ken really
so
earned his
smooth.
turns this morning.
A snowboarder with ski poles.
I want to try snowboarding. This looks super cool.
Are you a skier or boarder?
I'm a boarder. I mean, I grew up skiing, so I haven't done that in a few years. But
Very cool.
Ken, can you teach me how to split board? Looks like the best
thing right there, where you can find some amazing margaritas. There's Lion's Head and the Arabelle. Eaglebond Gondola number 19.
Wow.
I'm sure everyone's looking at Ken saying, what the heck? Where's he coming from? The lists aren't even open yet. You gotta earn your turns.
If this was hide and seek, I just found everybody. What a difference.
That's hilarious, Ken.
Ken, you mentioned that things will kind of slow down in a week. When will lift lines kind of lessen?
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews, about people coming in actually today and tomorrow, and it's slowing down. But it's just, we're gonna have a lot of folks that leave today and tomorrow, but we will have another wave of folks coming in. But I think today's probably, and tomorrow, our last really busy days. But with us at VDL, we just want to be honest with you on how it looks at the base. There's the Eaglebond Gondola lift line, and then Born Free Express.
Ken, when it comes to a split board, you just boarded it down. You skinned it up as like a split ski, split board. Can a split board be skied as well? Down.
It can. It's not very good, but yeah, here's what the board looks like once you have it converted.
Oh, it's a Westin.
Oh my gosh, I want a Westin so badly.
Yeah.
Is that Westin from Minturn?
It is Westin Big Chief, the 168. So, a little out of breath.
Right.
Sorry for not having my helmet either. That was the one thing I forgot when I scrambled this morning. But
I said something. I said something about it behind the scenes to Emma, but I left it alone on the TV side. And speaking of TV, thank you all for watching Outside TV 17. We'll be right back.
See and be seen.
with the eyepieces of Vail. View our curated collection of the best eyewear from around the world. Find your favorite brands and be introduced to new lines of eyeglasses, sunglasses, and goggles. See in style with prescription services done in-house at Eyepieces of Vail. Schedule time with one of our optometrists or get a comprehensive digital eye exam. Our on-site laboratory allows you to get your prescription done quickly so you can get back out there. Eyepieces of Vail, the art of vision.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
All right, here we go. Miller in motion. Wait, is that a baby on the field?
It looks like it, Craig.
And the defensive linemen are playing peekaboo. I've never seen anything like that before.
Harris now appears to be burping the baby.
That's a great moment right there.
Ref going to the rule book here.
Well, wait a minute. Harris is off to the races.
We don't need any more trick plays.
Touchdown!
But we could all use more ways to save.
Are you kidding me?
That's got to be a long bus ride home for the defense.
Switch to Geico for more ways to save.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
It's New Year's Day, the year 2022. What does that even mean?
Woo-hoo!
Oh, man. What does that even mean? It means a lot, especially if you're traveling today to the slopes. 6 inches reported the past 24 hours at Vail Mountain. Lifts open at 8:30, and that's just a few minutes from now. And Ken Hovey just skinned up this morning and shared with you the terrain and the conditions and also the sensations of doing that run down for us off of Born Free. He earned his turns this morning, and yeah, you're going to make your way out on the slopes this morning and have a good time. And I'm a little jealous of you, but I'm excited for you at the same time. So I embrace you on that one. And 6 inches also reported the past 24 hours at Beaver Creek, and it's a wonderful time there. The lifts open at 9 o'clock. People are gathering there. Charlie is reporting from there this morning. And weather-wise for today, a winter storm warning remains in effect until 11 o'clock. Going to continue to see snowfall throughout the day. Heavier at times, 1 to 3 inches possible. Wind speeds could play into today, where that could affect your visibility out there for your time on the slopes, where if you're riding in as a group, you could become separated if you don't see if someone made a left or right out there. So have a plan when you're out on the slopes on where to regroup. If you're out there together to meet at the top of a chairlift or at the bottom of a chairlift or at a restaurant. Charge your phones too. I'm at 15%. That way you have those communication devices, and if you're texting or calling each other, and also for taking those pictures, because here at the show we want to see your time out there spent. Tomorrow, speaking of seeing things, sunshine. That's what the weather is calling for. High temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 20s, but then we're looking for that dip in temperature for the overnights, and we're talking 11 below. 0 chance of precipitation Sunday, Monday, bringing chances of precipitation and strong winds back Tuesday, Wednesday. Temperatures there you're going to find climbing in the mid to upper 20s, lower 30s, overnight low temperatures in the teens. For your commute this morning, log on to cotrip.org. and take a look at the roads before you head out there. As far as accidents and closures are concerned, that's going to be very helpful for you and your driver today. And I want to put a round of applause and thank your driver for getting you here safely, the week that you spent with us or longer. And for those that are just arriving, yeah, hit that Venmo for them too. They deserve it. This has been a challenging week weather-wise.
Ty, can we say bye to our hosts?
All right, let's say goodbye then. This is not goodbye. This is hello. It's 2022. New Year's Day.
Happy New Year, guys.
Yeah, happy New Year. Hey, sorry again about my voice today. Hopefully it'll be back. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the lift lines. It's open, and as you look over toward Chair 8 right now, No real delays. If you came down here right now, you'd get on the lift probably in about 2 minutes. The gondola, more than likely around an 8 to 10 minute wait. As the day progresses, that's when those lines start to get longer. So I highly recommend getting down here early. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Ken. Happy New Year to both of you and to the viewers as well. And for more details like what Ken is sharing with you, if you're an Epic Pass holder or if you have smart technology, Epic Mix also has a feature letting you know how the lifts are doing and what the lift status are looking like. Otherwise, thank you for joining us. Happy New Year Day to you all, and welcome to 2022. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30.